Hello everyone, welcome back to another Dragon Dice video. Here we've got several battle chest packs to open. Battle chests carry several magic items inside. There are 8 items in every picker pack for the battle chest. It comes with 2 small magic items, 2 medium magic items, 2 large, and 2 artifacts. So the small magic items you can see have 1 result on each of 2 sides and 2 results on each of 2 sides. So here we have a green sightstone and a yellow flicker foil. The medium are slightly larger and they have 1 result on one side, 2 results on 2 sides, and 3 results on the 3rd side. So we've got a blue Dawnblade and a green Eyebiter. And then the rare has 1 result, 2 result, 3 results, and an SAI that has its own special ability. So we've got a green Mithril Shield and a black 7-league boots. Both items, or especially the Mithril Shield, I'm trying to collect more of for the Bash SAI. And then the artifacts, looks like we've got another Dragon Staff, a red one, and a yellow Dragon Staff as well. So Dragon Staffs are something else that I don't have any of, so I'm very excited to get some more Dragon Staffs. As you can see, the artifacts are 10-sided dice, kind of like monsters, and they have several different icons on them, but they still focus on 1 result. So something that you'll probably have noticed is that these dice, the 4-sided artifacts, are all 1 type of result. Compared to the other 6-sided Dragon Dice units that are divided between multiple types of results. So these magic artifacts and items you can bring in to have very specific die rolls for your results. We've got some more Dragon Staff and a Mantlet. The 10-sided artifacts, they aren't all a given result. They are highly focused, like 80-90% getting that result, but they have a few sides of other icons as well. So for example, this Trebuchet here, it's got 2 Crush SAIs, which is good for missile results, plus another 4 missile icons, and then 2 shields and 1 melee. And then the artifacts also have an ID icon, which, just like the unit dice, count for whatever you're rolling for. So that makes the artifacts a bit nicer in some ways, that they can produce multiple results, not just 1 type of result. But that's also a nice feature of the items, that they produce only and exactly what you want to produce. Something else that we're seeing here with the different magic items is that each magic item is a single color, split between the 5 different colors. And the items are also split between melee, saves, missile, maneuver, and magic. So more Dragon Staffs. I'm going from no Dragon Staffs to quite a lot of Dragon Staffs. I do want Dragon Staffs, but I also hope I get a good distribution of the other types of artifacts as well. I'm also realizing I probably should have printed a bigger sheet to put these items on. I'm going to run out of space pretty quickly. Something that's ways that you use these items in battle is you bring dice to carry these items and artifacts. These things are not carried by themselves, so you must bring other units with you to carry these items for you. Dice can carry items and artifacts matching their color, so Firewalkers can carry blue and or red items. Undead can only carry black items. Amazon can carry any color. Since they are an ivory color, they can carry any color of dice. Units are also capable of carrying up to 2 items out at a time, as long as it matches colors. Ooh, we've got another Magi Crown. Let's see, items, they also move with the dice that are carrying them. So if I want to get these dice from a terrain to reserves, then whatever unit is carrying them has to move to reserves and carry the items with him when he moves. These dice are also rolled with an army, but they have to have a unit capable of rolling to roll with it, because there are some effects that can cause dice to not be rolled. If my Firewalker is the only unit capable of carrying this flying carpet, and an effect is stopping my Firewalker from rolling, then that also stops my flying carpet from being able to roll. So it's important to have enough dice to carry these items that you can keep these items in use with your army. If you ever end up with more dice than can be carried, the excess dice end up being buried. So if I have 3 black items and artifacts and 1 undead, which is my only die that can carry black items and artifacts, you can only carry 2, so I'm going to have to choose one of them and bury it. So something else to be careful of when you're building your army or maneuvering your army, that you don't dilute your results too much. And also when you're facing off against an army using items, it's something to keep in mind. If I can kill these units that can carry these dice, I can take out several items with it and have a much greater impact. Something I've not talked about yet is bringing these dice into your army. How much do they cost, and how do you bring them in? So the dice are small, medium, and large, and then artifact, which are similar to the 1, 2, 3, and 4 health army units, but they are a bit cheaper to bring in. So commons, they cost 1 point to bring into your army. The uncommons are a bit unique. It costs 3 points per pair to bring in, or 2 points if you bring in only 1. So I like to think of it as it costs 1.5 points of army building to bring them into your army, rounded up. So it definitely benefits you to bring the uncommon dice in pairs. I might have to start going through some of these more quickly and sort them out later. But we've got, looks like another flying carpet and another dragon staff. Looks like I've got plenty of red dragon staffs now. Hopefully I don't get any more of those. It looks like I need some more blade golems and mantlets and flying carpets in these dice. Got another Magi Crown, and my other rare is the Heartseeker, which has the Impale SAI. So yeah, 1 point for a common, 1.5 points rounded up for uncommon, 2 points for the rare, and 3 points for the artifact. Artifacts still, just like monsters, produce 4 results of each side, and the ID is 4 results of whatever you're rolling for. So the items are a little bit cheaper to bring in, but it's cheaper to balance out some of the costs and risks of bringing in the items. There's another blade golem for me. A couple of blade golems, actually. Nice. A green and a yellow. I'm hoping to get at least 2 of each. And then a couple of Magi Crowns. I'll set these aside. Something else about these dice, items can never be targeted directly and they can't take damage. So it can be really hard to get rid of items as long as you have enough units to carry them. That is, again, part of the balance is if you bring exactly enough dice to carry your items, then as soon as units start dying, you're going to be losing the items you're carrying. See, a red and blue mantlet, both new ones, so that's good. And my first Vorpal sword, that's nice. Another 7 League boots. So it's good to bring items because they can't be easily destroyed and they produce exactly what you want and they are affordable to bring in, but don't bring too many or else your army size will be depleting quickly as you lose units. Another flying carpet, a black one, that's a new color. And then a green dragon staff, that's my second one of those. So I almost have all the dragon staffs I want. And then another mithril shield with the Bash SAI. And then Wayfair and then 7 League boots. So to talk a little bit about the SAIs that we're seeing on these. The Vorpal sword has Decapitate. And Decapitate is when the army rolls for saves, you get to choose a unit that rolled its ID icon and you decapitate it. It is killed and goes to the dead unit area, and its results don't count for the roll. The bash icon of the mithril shield is a great result against the melee attack. It essentially saves the damage that is being dealt by one single unit and inflicts that damage back against that unit. So it's great against, say, a Leopard Rider that's been rolling a lot of rend results and is dealing 12 damage to your army. You inflict that 12 damage back and save your army against that 12 damage. Definitely a great benefit. Can also be used against a dragon to inflict the damage back against the dragon. Next we have Impale from the Heartseeker. Impale is very similar to Decapitate except for Missile. During the missile roll, when the opponent's rolling for saves, you can choose one of the opponents that rolled the ID result and kill it immediately. Ooh. These packs are coming with a lot of dragon staffs. My fourth red dragon staff and third black dragon staff. Another Magi crown. 2 Magi crowns. So Magi crowns have the Attune SAI. Here it is. Attune. I probably need to look up what that one is to make sure I get it right. So it generates X magic results of any color. And being a 3 health die, it generates 3 results of any color. So even though this is a red die and normally produces red magic results, the SAI lets it be of any color. The Attune also allows the normal non-ID or non-SAI results of one unit in the army to be that same color that you're choosing the Attune to count as. So it gives you a lot of flexibility into being able to cast other types of spells. The last SAI I have not talked about is Wayfair. And Wayfair is kind of neat. It's something that produces maneuver results, or the SAI allows the die and the unit carrying the die to move to any terrain. So it's pretty quick and easy movement around the board. So we've got a couple more mantlets here. Looks like we have another mithril shield and some more 7 League boots. I've got lots of boots here. Something I've not mentioned explicitly for the magic items is, of course, they do produce magic results of only the color they are. So a blue magic item is only going to produce blue results. The Attune SAI is a little bit of an exception. But one nice feature of the magic from items is they can cast racial spells as long as you have a unit in your army that matches the... Or sorry. So if I have a goblin in my army, I can cast goblin racial spells if I have blue or black magic items. Another flying carpet. And so that's my first blue blade golem. Another Vorpal sword. And another Heart Seeker. One thing I've not talked about yet, and they're sold separately, they're not with these battle chests, are the medallions. There's a bronze, silver, and gold medallion. The medallions are 4 health, 4 points to bring into your army items that have, they're all similar, but they have a different effect for their special TSR side. So first we'll look at these 3 SAIs. There's Sortie, which can produce saves and melee results. There's Flurry, which can produce save results or melee results and a reroll. There's the Wayfarer, which we've talked about in the 7 League Boots. And then the 4th side in all of these is the TSR logo, which has a special benefit depending on which medallion you're using. So the gold medallion can bring in 4 health of units from your dead unit area. The silver one has a lot of effects. I'll explain that in a minute. It's a pretty long list of different effects and abilities. The bronze one is one that casts magic of any color. And during a non-maneuver roll, it acts like a cantrip. And so you can cast anything from the cantrip spell list. You can even cast cantrips from different races, not just whatever races you have with you. So it's a pretty powerful cantrip ability. During any normal roll, it's magic of any color. And the medallions are kind of like a colorless... Any unit can carry them, regardless of what race or color they are. So medallions are pretty powerful items to bring with you and have some great effects. So now the silver medallion, which I've not covered yet, it's got several things you can do during a non-maneuver roll. You can return a 4-sided item from your buried units to an army carrying the medallion. So basically any item that's not an artifact. You can return a dragonkin or a minor terrain from your buried unit area to the summoning pool. Or you can summon or promote 1 health worth of dragonkin to the army carrying the medallion. Those are the 3 different things you can do with the silver medallion. So it's got a pretty good range of effects. Got a couple more catapults, and we're running out of room up top to place them. And then a couple more Magi crowns, black and blue. So let's look at the SAIs on these artifacts. The Blade Golem, the melee, has the Flurry that we also see and covered on the medallions. The Mantlet, or the shield icon, has the Sortie, which again we covered on the medallion icons, the melees and saves. The Trebuchet has Crush. Crush is you target 4 health of units, and those units are going to try and roll for a save. If they fail to roll a save, sorry, not a save, a maneuver, the targeted units are going to try and roll for maneuver, and if they fail to roll for maneuver, then they are killed. They make an additional save roll, and if they fail the save roll, they are then buried. So, getting crushed, terrible way to go, pretty powerful. The Flying Carpet has a pretty cool ability on it called Elevate. And essentially what it does is it doubles your maneuver and missile results. So during maneuver, and saves. So during a maneuver roll, sorry, I'm misspeaking. I should correct myself. So it generates maneuver results, 4 maneuver results on the maneuver roll. During a missile attack, it doubles a single unit's missile results, and during a save against melee, it doubles a single unit's save results. During a dragon attack, it both doubles a single unit's missile results, or it doubles a unit's save results. One or the other. So it's a pretty nice, flexible SAI. And the doubling saves against melee, I like to think of it as it's a flying carpet. You are flying up in the air away out of melee range. So that provides additional saves. There's yet more red dragon staffs. And another yellow flying carpet. And then some 7 League boots and a Heart Seeker. See, the last die I've not covered is the Dragon Staff. The Dragon Staff is a magic artifact that focuses on magic. It has lots of magic results. And the SAI is the Summon Dragon SAI. Which, as you can imagine, summons a dragon. It's a pretty great result to get. You target any dragon that matches the color of this artifact. So in this case, any dragon that matches black. And you can summon that dragon to this terrain. Or actually to any terrain, not just this terrain. Got another Matlet and Flying Carpet. And then you get to roll the Dragon Staff and apply the new result again. So it's pretty powerful. This is only during a magic action added terrain. If you're rolling it in reserves, all it does is generate magic results. Still pretty good. So that about covers all these special effects and abilities that these different magic items have. Again, I really look forward to using these dice in my games. I've been looking forward to trying them out for a while, and now I've got plenty of red dragon staffs to summon lots of red dragons. Another mithril shield and a 7 League boots. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learn more about magic items and artifacts and medallions. Look forward to getting your own packs and adding them to your armies.